Welcome to Dreamy Tales English. I am David. Tonight, we have a special story for you. It's called The Square Dancers of Beijing. Beijing is a city of contrasts, where ancient palaces stand beside modern skyscrapers, where traditional tea houses share streets with trendy coffee shops, and where the past and future coexist in perfect harmony. But one of the most fascinating things about Beijing is something that happens every evening at 6 o'clock, square dancing. Square dancing, or guangchang in Chinese, is a form of group exercise that takes place in public squares and parks across China. Thousands of people, mostly women in their 50s and 60s, but increasingly men and younger people too, gather in open spaces to dance to music played through portable speakers. They move in synchronized patterns, following the lead of an experienced dancer who stands in front of the group and demonstrates the steps. For many foreigners, square dancing is confusing. They wonder why people gather in public squares to dance. They wonder if it is a performance or a workout. And they wonder how thousands of strangers can move together so perfectly without rehearsing. But square dancing is not just exercise. It is community. It is friendship. It is joy. And for the people who participate in it, it is something far more important than dancing in a public square. Among these dancers is a woman named Annie Wong. She is 62 years old and has been square dancing for 15 years. She lives in a small apartment in the Haidian district of Beijing, near the university area where many foreign students live. Every evening at 6 o'clock, she walks 3 blocks to a nearby park, puts on her bright red dance shoes, and joins the group. Annie Wong's husband died 5 years ago, and her children live in other cities. She spends her days alone in her apartment, cooking for one, watching television, and waiting for the evening to come. But when the music starts and the dancers gather, she feels alive again. She feels connected. She feels part of something bigger than herself. One summer evening, as Annie Wong was walking to the park, she noticed a young foreign man sitting on a bench near the entrance. He was holding a camera and filming the dancers. He looked confused, perhaps a little amused, perhaps a little embarrassed. Annie Wong approached him. "Hello," she said in English. "Are you filming us?" The young man looked up. He was American, perhaps 25 years old, with curly brown hair and a friendly smile. "Yes," he said. "I'm Mark. I'm a travel vlogger. I've been coming to this park every evening to film the square dancers. I think it's amazing." Annie Wong smiled. "You think it's amazing? Most foreigners think it's strange." Mark laughed. "Well, maybe they don't understand what it really is." "What is it really?" Annie Wong asked. "It's community," Mark said. "It's connection. It's people coming together to dance, to laugh, to be happy. That's not strange. That's beautiful." Annie Wong looked at him for a long moment. Then she said, "Come, watch closer. See what we are doing." Mark set down his camera and watched. At first, he saw only the movements, the arms raising, the legs stepping, the bodies turning in unison. But as he watched longer, he began to see something else. He saw the smiles on the dancers' faces. He saw the way they encouraged each other when someone made a mistake. He saw the way they waited for new members to catch up. He saw the way they celebrated together after each song ended. "This is not just dancing," Mark said. "This is family." Annie Wong nodded. "Yes, this is our family. We come here every evening. We dance together. We talk together. We share our lives together. When my husband died, this group helped me through the grief. When my daughter moved away, I call them instead. When I feel lonely, I come here and dance until the loneliness goes away." Mark picked up his camera and began filming again, but this time he filmed differently. He filmed the smiles, the laughter, the encouragement, the connection. He filmed the humanity of the dancers, not just their movements. Over the next few weeks, Mark created a documentary about square dancing in Beijing. He interviewed the dancers, asking them about their lives, their families, and what square dancing meant to them. He learned that many of them were retired workers, widows, grandparents, and immigrants from rural areas. He learned that square dancing gave them purpose, friendship, and a sense of belonging in a city that could otherwise feel cold and impersonal. His documentary went viral on YouTube. Within a month, it had been viewed by over 10 million people. Comments poured in from viewers around the world. "This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I wish my city had something like this." Square dancing is not strange. It's love. And one comment in particular stood out. "I'm from Brazil. My grandmother used to dance in the park every evening. She passed away last year. Watching this video made me cry, but it also made me smile. Thank you for sharing this with the world." Mark read that comment and felt tears on his cheeks. He had come to Beijing to make content, but what he had really done was share a message about community, about connection, about the simple joy of dancing in a public square with strangers who become family. Years later, when Mark looked back on that summer in Beijing, he would remember it as the moment he learned that the most beautiful things in life are not found in museums or monuments, but in the hearts of ordinary people who gather every evening to dance, to laugh, and to be together. Good night and sweet dreams.